If you are a Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising, this reading is for you. This is a general message, so take what resonates and leave the rest for another Taurus. Okay, Taurus, so I'm going to be trying something new today. I'm going to be doing a Celtic cross spread. And I'm really excited about this because it came out like a very clear message and I'm excited to deliver it to you guys. So, okay, for your present situation, you are showing up as the Emperor. You are very, to the outside world, seeming like you've got it all under control, just very Emperor energy. But then I'm seeing that the current problem that you are facing right now is not feeling like what you are putting your work into is like giving you back reward or like coming into fruition. Like there's just kind of some like this, you see this guy here with the Seven of Pentacles. He's just really kind of analyzing whether he thinks that what he is trying to lay down as a foundation for something is worth it. And I think that your problem right now is you don't really know like if what you are putting all your energy into, all your hard work into, is going to pay off in the end. Then I have for your past situation, the Knight of Swords. So I'm seeing that maybe this is kind of caused by you kind of like having like a little bit of a chaotic energy with the Knight of Swords when you go towards like plans or ideas. I feel like maybe you don't really have sometimes like the best plan for things, or you just kind of make like bold and rash decisions, but like I think that sometimes you do it against your better judgment. And so this time I think that maybe you're in a current situation where you're feeling the same way, like, okay, I kind of rushed into this, or I didn't really think this through, and so now I'm just like not really sure. Or it could be that you overthink things a lot as well. Like maybe you do make decisions, but like you're just constantly overthinking the decisions that you do make. That's just like your past energy. For your future energy, actually this is the energy that would be if you did not change anything moving forward, if you just kept going forward with this same energy of like kind of chaoticness, kind of moving forward in that way, then you would probably reach a Ten of Swords moment where you just kind of can't really sustain this mindset is what I'm getting. I feel like there's something to do right now with your mindset that is a little bit needing to be brushed up on, and I think that you're aware of this. I think that you know that like the order that you do things needs to be switched up a bit in some way, and if you were to keep going with this energy that you have with this Knight of Swords energy, it will get to a point where you kind of have to like change your ways a bit. Then I have what you are focused on. And what you are focused on, I think, is the fact that you don't think that things are fair. I feel like a little bit of like self-imposed restriction energy going on, because I kind of think that you're telling yourself the same story over and over, that like, oh, when I do things, I don't get the fair reward for them, or like things don't really go the way that I want them to go. But then what you don't see right here down at the bottom with the Seven of Pentacles is actually that the Eight of Pentacles is actually that your hard work is paying off. So like, although you think that things aren't just and things aren't going to be rewarded, I'm definitely seeing that the universe is seeing all that you're doing and you are soon going to be rewarded for those things. Then I have down here, I have the Seven of Swords in reverse. And this is how you see yourself in the near future. And I'm seeing that you are going to be really kind of confronting a little bit of like maybe a toxic mindset that you have when it comes to yourself. I think that you are going to be moving away from past ideas that you have about certain things. And specifically, I'm kind of getting that maybe this is about like work in general. I think that you are kind of going to be moving away of like a toxic mindset of like, oh, I have to work like really, really, really hard and I can't give myself any breaks. Because that's just the way that I was raised and that's the way that I do it. And like, I don't know, just something maybe surrounding that, or even just like who you are as a person. Maybe there's just like a little bit time right now that you need to be growing and kind of like leaving some old things in the past. And I think that you're going to be doing that. You're going to be like really analyzing yourself, and you're really going to be moving along with the lessons that you've learned in life while letting go of like having maybe like I said, this story of like things will never work out for me. Then with the Eight of Swords, so this would be like the energy of like, if I were to look at you, what I would see from the outside, like this is kind of what's going on inside, like you're doing this work, you're doing this, like leaving that stuff in the past. And then with like, if I were to look at you from the outside and like say like, oh, what's Taurus doing? I would also see that you are like no longer letting your own thoughts hold you captive. You're kind of moving away from this like self-imposed restriction. You're moving away from like telling the same story over and over, like things don't work out. And I would see you like overcoming those things. Sorry, I'm excited, I'm out of breath. With the 10 of Cups in reverse, this is your biggest fear / hope. So I see that your biggest fear is that you just like don't find contentment in like, I don't even know if contentment's a word, sorry, but you don't find happiness or emotional fulfillment in your day-to-day life. That is your like biggest fear. And at the same time, it's your biggest hope that you do find like emotional fulfillment within like everyday life. Like not just like, oh, some days I wake up and it's a really good day. It's like you're wanting to create stability, emotional stability for yourself, or like every day you have like something that you're happy about, something that you're grateful for, and you're like really nervous that you're not going to be able to create that. But I definitely think that that's just like an internal fear that is also going to kind of push you to strive to get to what you actually want, which is this like 10 of Cups moment. And then I see as your outcome for all of this energy is death. So I'm seeing that whether you're feeling it now or you're going to start feeling it soon, I do think that there's going to be some kind of cycle ending and then a new one beginning. And I feel like with this overall energy, this is definitely all having to do with a mindset that you have right now. I think that like for a long time, you have been in a mindset where I'm telling you, you're telling the same story over and over of like, you don't get what you deserve out of life. And I think that like this is stemming from something like super deep within that you're going to have to address and you're going to have to change. But like the first step to that is kind of like stopping yourself and nipping it in the bud. Like when you start thinking to yourself like, oh, you know, not like woe is me, but just like a little bit of that energy of like, oh, like nothing ever goes right. I feel like you're definitely going to have to like realize when you're doing that and be like, okay, but like I am in control of my own life and I am the only one who can change the outcome for myself. Okay, last thing I will be doing is an advice card from another deck. So advice for Taurus. Okay, and I have the Chariot. Okay, so the Chariot as advice is all about continuing to move forward no matter what. I think that the universe is really trying to tell you that like you need to continue to move forward because like your rewards are not far from like where you are right now. Like you might not currently be feeling like you're getting the reward for your hard work, but I do see that it's coming. And I have an emphasis like right here on the black and white horse. I think that a lot of what you need to be doing right now is finding a good balance between just like I said, moving forward with like a hasty energy and also like planning things out, and then also just like when things don't go your way, I don't think that it is in your best interest to like right away be like, oh my god, okay, this is never gonna work. Like I feel like you need to find a balance between realism and being hopeful. I feel like, you know, sometimes obviously staying too positive or hopeful can come off as delusional a little bit, but I think that you need to like tap into that side of yourself right now and just kind of like know that things are going to work out for the best. Like not even just like think it or hope it. I think that you need to just embrace it and know it. I hope that there was just a Taurus who needed to hear it, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.